What is happening? I like it. I like it a lot. Hi, hello. I have discovered a little combination for mature skin that is not foundation. It's a complexion combo. I wanted to share it. I'm pretty excited about it. I did, however, just have a sneeze attack, so my excitement has wavered just a little bit. I'm going to start with a quick sunscreen base. It is tinted, but you don't need to have a tinted sunscreen. I just don't have a non-tinted option in front of me that doesn't irritate my skin. So I'm using Solara, and this is going to be a lot of hands. We're not going to need a lot of brushes, which is very exciting. Okay, there you go. Looking good. It's on, again, a very subtle tint. The thing that you want to remember here, you don't have to use these products. I will have everything listed for you. But the thing you want to remember is this is not heavy, because you don't want anything super heavy, especially talking spring, summer. The humidity is coming. Lightweight, easy peasy. The Jones Road Everyday Tinted Sunscreen. I reached for it. I have this in beige and I just haven't been using it as much. And then a friend of mine was like, oh yeah, I really love that tinted moisturizer that you recommended. It was this one. I put about a pea size on my hands. And again, just fingertips. That's all you need. This is so great. I'm so excited I found this. It's going to give you, by the way, not a necessarily dewy look. There is a powder involved here, and it's because one of you recommended trying that over the Say Sun Visor, but I ended up trying it over another tinted moisturizer because I knew I wanted a little bit more coverage. Anyway, it's really cool. And it's not your typical powder on top of a product, making it matte or powdery looking or cakey. It's like, look at that. It's just so lightweight. The word of the day is lightweight. That's what we're talking about. So you really don't need to go any further. But because I wanted to test it out, this sort of magical thing happened, and it is using the Sweed Miracle Powder. I'm going to do a full review for this one. I have started this several times, not for any good reason. It's literally like ADHD, where, well, I don't want to say that because I don't actually have it, but really I would start it and then I would start another project and totally lose my place. So I just take a little, fluff it onto a brush. This is the BK104. You can use anything, but I think a light, fluffy brush is the way to go. And then I'm just going to press it on. And what this does, what do I have? What shade do I have? The medium light. Now, technically I should have probably gotten light, but I think I just lost my mind again one day and I went with medium light. It's a little bit darker than I normally go, but it's working because of, well, I could have worn this in winter too. It just adds a little bit of color to the face, and I really like that because it can look a little pinky or it can look a little pale. And I don't know. I just like the way it ends up looking. So the thing here is, I think this doesn't claim to be just a setting powder. I think this is supposed to be like a foundation powder, and it's very, very, very finely milled. So you're going to still see a glow underneath the skin, and it's not going to necessarily set it or lock out any of the shine. As you can see, it's still there. I can build it up for you. I'll do that after I apply a little bit more concealer, but it's creating this sort of, I don't know what it is. It's almost like a golden hour complexion look for me that doesn't involve anything heavy or high opacity. So I'm still seeing my skin come through, but the combination of the SPF, which doesn't have to be tinted, with the tinted moisturizer that gives a little bit of coverage, and then for some reason the powder on top of it, it just sort of does this melting together thing that midway through the day, yesterday and then today, I was looking at my skin and there's a glow that is not a dewy glow. It's sort of a lit from within. Now, if you have oily skin, this could be not your thing. You might want to use a different application method. You can certainly get more kind of powder onto the skin, but I mean, you don't need to pack it on necessarily, but you can use it a little bit differently to create a little bit more of a muting of shine if you want it. But I don't know, you guys. It's just like this combination, and you know these things just sort of happen. Whenever you leave comments on what to try or what combinations that you've done that you've liked, I love them, because 9 times out of 10, when I randomly combine things, whether it's just sitting around, you recommended it, you kind of discover new ways of wearing products, new ways of using products, and I think it's really fun. I gotta cover this up. I have a little bit of like a Rudolph moment happening. I'm testing the Aora Coconut Cream Foundation, and I unfortunately think it's 100% breaking me out, but not in a reaction way. It's just the pores aren't very happy. So that's an early heads up on that one. I'm still trying to figure out how to use it, because that, on the other hand, is heavier, denser. This is just so, I don't feel it. That's the other benefit of the powder. Just kind of don't feel it on the face. This is the BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy. How much do we love her? She's like the OG, you know? She's just a lovely human being, it seems. I don't really know her, but she seems great. I don't really love the brush, however. It's not my favorite brush, but I like to mix it up so you can see different things. It works. It works. That was the Iris and Romeo, so I know I'm not going to have to fuss with it, but anyway, this is the Victoria Beckham eye crayon, eyewear, eyeshadow stick. This is in shade Trench. This just was not a good shade selection for me. This basically just looks like, it just looks like my eye. Although, if you're wanting to even things out, this could be really nice. I don't know, I'm gonna do the other eye. It's a nice base. I am going to use the Soshe eyeliner. I have a newbie, a new replenishment actually. This is their liquid. Nope. It's the waterproof precision eyeliner. I have this in a burgundy shade. It's a brown burgundy. It's lovesick. It's a fine point pencil. If you need an eyeliner for just a little something and you don't want it to move throughout the day, I can't speak to those with super oily lids, but even in the heat, I was in a very warm room last night out at dinner. I was hot and things were shiny. This did not budge, and I did a wing. This is amazing. More people need to know about it. It's just really good, and no one's paying me to say anything. I just wanted to share that with you. Can we look at the, I mean, it's this, it's, you know what it reminds me of? Remember the Vapor Foundation that was very polarizing? This years ago, and people didn't understand how that was a foundation. It was such a cool foundation. RIP Vapor Beauty, but that is the kind of lit from within glow that I'm getting from this combination. And I'll do another layer, but first I'm going to do eyeliner really fast. So this gets right up to the lash line. You can do a little baby wing. You can do whatever makes you happy. And because it's precise, it works so well. You can bring it all the way to the inner corners. You can tight line with this one. Tight lining is a nice little trick if you want to look like you have some definition. I used to never tight line. It's kind of a fun trick. You can just do it underneath the lid here, and then it looks like you have definition without wearing eyeliner. So it's like a no makeup thing, which is ironic because you're wearing makeup. I do have a little bit of leftover mascara. It was a little fast this morning. I'm gonna get another one. Let's use the Kofi. I don't think this is gonna build well, but let's see. Just needs a little bit of something. There you go. It's actually not looking too weird. I'm literally just viewfindering it. Just looking in the viewfinder and then the mirror. Okay, there you go. That added something. It's easy every day. We're not doing heavy duty stuff here. I just want easy everyday, summer, happy, and you don't feel it on your face because you already have enough to deal with. You've got bugs, you've got humidity, you possibly have severe weather if you live where I live. You know, you don't want to think about what's on your face. This is the ILIA Multi Stick. I haven't used one of these in so long, and I really like these. So very happy to have this back. This is in shade, sorry, the allergies are so bad. This is in shade Ladybird, which is, wait, before I do that, let's try the second layer of the Sweed, shall we? And I'm going to show you how little I actually pop on. See? Tiny, tiny bit. And then you just kind of, I'll put a little bit more for you. You can do a little bit more. Whatever works for you. And then some people do I never do that, mind you. And then the second layer, I'm just going to press on a little bit more strategically. And the thing that I'm liking about this powder is that no matter, oh yeah, that's giving velvety. It's a velvety lit from within. And that is exactly, I swear, that was exactly how I used to describe the Vapor Beauty with just one product. So good. Anyway, this builds really nicely, and you do not look like you're wearing Bisquick on your face. You do not have things fluffing and powder flaking everywhere. This is not a pancake situation. This is just light. And the other thing that I notice about this, it's not just with these two products, the sunscreen and the tinted moisturizer, both tinted actually. It's with anything, it's a good mixer. It's not just a set. I actually think it's stronger at kind of enhancing tinted moisturizers or tinted serums. Again, it's not going to mute the shine as much, although you could use, instead of a brush, you could use the triangle press. You could really press it in, but I wouldn't want to do that for day. I think maybe for night I could give it a try. Maybe last night I should have done it because it was so hot. Not a good vibe for me. I am not a spring. I'm a spring person. I'm not really a heat summer person. I know everybody's waiting to get outside, and I'm kind of like, this is my hibernation time. Just me, maybe, unless I was in the Bay. But the Bay doesn't have a real summer. I loved that. Although it does have heat waves. This is so pretty. This is another one that looks like it's going to be subtle, which it is in color. I'm going really light on it. But I like to go lighter and build. I feel like there's more control with that, especially for blush because I'm not a huge blush person. But you get a little bit of a glow with this as well, a bit of a shimmer. And I really like this color. Wow. I don't know if you can see it, but it's very, hopefully you should be able to see it. I waited. I got blackout drapes that are coming so soon. It's going to make so many things better in here. But as I just build it, you're not going to see any glittery flicks. You're not going to see any glittery flicks. You're going to see a little bit of glow. So it gives blush, it gives highlight at the same time. And the more you build, the more you'll probably get. I think you can multitask with this because it's a multi-stick, obviously. So pop it anywhere you want to. And that's a really nice looking natural flush. I don't know about the lip. Meh. It's kind of there, it's kind of not. You know, I have a bronzer here, but I don't really think we need it at all. I mean, I don't think I've ever said that. It's the Say bronzer, but I don't think we need it. That would also be a little bit glowy on top of all the glow. So a little too much glow. I do want to test something out though with, let's just put a little bit more Sweet on. This is not what I would normally be doing, but I kind of want to see what it would look like if it does anything to the blush. It just makes it into a little velvety. That's actually a really nice, hopefully you can see what that's doing. It melts with everything you put in here. And it's not muting the color as much. Again, normally I wouldn't do this. And it'll be different in a different shade. So it's like Captain Obvious tonight, but it's a darker shade for me. So it is adding a little bit more tint where I don't think it normally would. But for instance, if I had that ILIA stick on my face and I was like, no, that's too goopy. That doesn't feel, you know what? This might work perfectly over. This takes away any tackiness. This could be so good with the Jones Road Miracle Balm. We have to try it. We have to try it. We're here. We have to try it. This will be the bronzer because everything feels like the earth goes off its axis if I don't have a bronzer involved. So this is the Miracle Balm in Pinky Bronze. I think I used this in the last one. It's still sitting out here. My hair's a little... We are growing out our hair for the first time in years. I've been doing it because my hair is in better shape and I can grow it out. I mean, at this point, it needs a trim. But I'm thinking of doing a current hair routine video because for me, it's not hair oiling at night. It's not like putting it in a bonnet. I've tried bonnets and they just fly off my head. Sorry, guys. I've tried putting it in a scrunchie. That does help, but it gives me a headache sometimes. She's Like I say, I'm a sensitive snowflake. It's like a complicated situation. That helps a lot without, once it's on top of my head, my hair doesn't rub around. But then like the ladybugs came out, and I've watched The Pit, and I have visions of like a ladybug just lodging itself into my ear. And I would have to go to the ER, they'd have to do the saline thing, and then they'd probably find something else, like a stink bug. You just don't know. This is why I don't watch hospital shows, because I just start thinking that all the things that are happening are going to happen to me. Do you do that? Is that just me? It's not healthy. So I love the show, but there's a time and a place when I can watch it. But Noah Wiley, I mean, and then he talks about, I mean, everyone on that cast. The blonde who runs the joint, God, I forget her name right now, but I started following her on Instagram. She's incredible. She does ballet. I will post her name. She's incredible. She's incredible. They're all a good group of people that are creatively moving together to serve a common goal. I don't know where that came from. Let's just move on to powder. So we have the Jones Road. We've layered a bit here. This is not my normal MO. So that's going to be tackier. That's going to give moisture, not sticky, but it's waxy. It has a little, I mean, you can see it. But the thing is, with the Jones Road, wow. One time I did a creamier foundation and that on top, and it helped with the cream foundation stick. It made that finish much better. I don't know why, but it was a cool discovery. So I don't know. I feel like it kind of looks the same as what I did to the ILIA. But oh man, this is good. This is good. And the crazy part is that I can see in this mirror, which is a little closer magnification, I don't look like I'm wearing, like if you and I just went outside and talked on the sidewalk, you would look at my face and yeah, you're going to see some glow. You're going to see a little bit of powder. But it doesn't look like sitting on top of the skin powder. What is happening? I like it. I like it a lot. Let's do a lip. And then I think we're pretty much done, because this was really mostly about the complexion combo. That's what that means. I have a new Jones Road lip pencil in Nude Rose, and I love it. If you give me a dusty mauve, a nude rose, a dusty rose, I've liked it for years. I don't change. I really like that combination. This is from Aora. It's really hard for me to say Aora. Aora, if you roll your R's. Anyway, it's the brand from Mexico that has zero plastic. Again, not paying me to say any of this, but I happen to really like their colors. They do a really beautiful job with their colors. I may have really used this already, and it's a testament. This is a lip serum, feels like a lip balm. I think it's $27, so it's not cheap, but I really do like this. This is in shade Rosa, and it comes across nicely for a softer pink. I like it a lot. I've been wearing it a lot. I've been reaching for it. Scent people. It has a slight peppermint scent. Just wanted you to know that. Wow, that's sharp. She is brand new. Can't do that. I've gotten pretty good at using the viewfinder alone and not using a separate mirror. This is a nice combination. What do you guys think? The other thing that I'm testing right now is something from OneSkin. It's a lip balm. It's supposed to do magical things to your lips. I'm starting to get, you can't see it right here, but I can see it in my close-up. Just a few lip lines here. I wear moisturizing lip balm every night. I wear a lip mask, which is basically just moisturizing lip balm with other things. Sometimes they have peptide ceramides. This is supposed to be like a lip care balm, similar to what I've talked about before from maybe Alpine or True Botanicals. And yet this has serious scientific results and marketing claims that I'm like, no. My mom was like, you gotta test it. I've been putting it off, not intentionally. I just haven't used it yet. And she's like, I need to know because I need to buy it if it works. This is the Judy push. She's actually really good at that. She really doesn't let you sit. And, like, I would have a sick day and she would give me one good sick day if I had a cold. And she'd be like, you can stay home. We'll make you chicken soup. And then, day 2, as long as I didn't have a fever, she'd be like, all right, you gotta clean your room. You gotta do this. There was no like loafing. And I'm really good at loafing. This is it. We finished it. I really like the final look here. If I didn't test hundreds of products in the makeup realm, I really think that this combination, maybe a few less layers, but this would be what I have on repeat all spring, all summer. By the way, did not mention I'm 45. Some of you that follow me know that, but I would wear this all summer. As a matter of fact, what's probably going to happen is I'm going to do quick get ready with me's, and I'm going to take that off and I will put this stuff on. That happens a lot when I get into a nice little discovery combination for complexion. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this discovery as much as I did. If you have a new discovery, a combo, please tell me. I love to hear about the combinations. I really do. I don't know what that is, but it's creative. I just like the creativity of trying new things with makeup. So thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see you right back here real soon with some more reviews and get ready with me's and all that fun stuff.